Some water?
Longmire's success and dedicated fan base comes from its compelling characters, strong performances, and excellent writing. But much more went on behind the scenes to make this one of the best modern westerns on television. In fact, the more you learn about this show, the more you'll want to know. Today, we're going to look at 12 behind-the-scenes facts from the set of Longmire that will only make you love this show and the people involved in it even more. Stay tuned because fans won't want to miss this. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Okay, without further ado, let's get to it. We give you the top 12 behind-the-scenes facts from Longmire. First, let's look at author Craig Johnson and his role in casting. Possibly the most important thing that goes on behind the scenes of the TV show is its close collaboration with the author of the Longmire book series, Craig Johnson. He has been closely involved with the show and has consulted on the scripts and even the casting choices. Robert Taylor, an Australian actor, became Johnson's pick to play Walt Longmire, the eponymous sheriff of Asymptotes County. When watching the casting tape and seeing the way he took off his cowboy hat when coming inside, it's all in the details. Strangely, Robert Taylor is also the name of a classic American actor who was active from the 1930s to the 1960s. In Johnson's books, Sheriff Longmire often jokingly muses about an actor like the American Robert Taylor playing him in movies. Turns out he was closer than he thought. Next, did you know that one of the show's main characters never uses contractions? The laconic sheriff is a man of few words, but his friend Henry Standing Bear, portrayed by actor Lou Diamond Phillips, often says just a little more than he needs to. That's because he never uses contractions when speaking. This is another Easter egg from the author's input on casting. When he heard Phillips speaking this way, it let him know that Phillips had read his books and understood the character. He was good enough to get the job even though he lacked Henry's impressive physical size, with the character standing well over 6 feet tall. Many fans have already caught on to this pattern of speech and have made it a game while watching to see if they can find any accidental contractions or slip-ups that the cast and crew may have missed. See if you can find some the next time you watch, but don't be discouraged when you don't find that many. Our third peek behind the scenes brings us back to the author. As said before, the show is largely based on the mystery novels by author Craig Johnson. But did you know that as a part of signing over the rights to the show, Johnson required that the show needed to have significantly different plot points? He wanted to be sure that book fans could start watching the show without the whole story being spoiled, but still enjoying the central characters they had grown to love and care about. Similarly, fans who got hooked by the show can still have the books to look forward to. The show has also added several important characters that did not exist in the books, such as Branch and Barlow Connolly, Jacob Nighthorse, and Malachi Strand. Next on our list of behind-the-scenes secrets is the actual filming locations for Longmire. While the show's story is set in the fictional county of Asymptotes, Wyoming, the filming takes place primarily in New Mexico. This southwestern state's shorter winters gave the cast and crew a longer filming season while still providing a convincing backdrop for the show's western themes. Longmire isn't the only show or movie to pick up on this. Others include Appaloosa, Young Guns, also starring Lou Diamond Phillips, and even the first Avengers movie. According to IMDb, the main filming locations were Santa Fe, Red River, Eagle Nest, and New Mexico's own, lesser-known, town of Las Vegas, which included the set for the sheriff's office. However, our fifth peek shows us that there is one place that's filmed in Wyoming, and that's the site of an annual festival to celebrate the TV series as well as the many mystery books that it's based on. Scenes from Durant, the county seat of Asymptotes County, are filmed in Buffalo, Wyoming, and this is where the event Longmire Days has taken place each year since 2012. The festivities last for several days and have included appearances by author Craig Johnson and cast members like Katie Sackhoff, Robert Taylor, and Zahn McLarnon. In addition to autograph sessions, the event has included Q&A sessions, fun runs, student performances, and even a softball game one year where Johnson provided the commentary. Rumor has it that at one festival, Robert Taylor was approached by a fan at a bar who told him, "I heard that some of the actors were going to be here." Channeling his inner Longmire, he reportedly replied, "Yeah, I heard that too." Next, while the show's network troubles might be well known, did you know the real reason why AMC canceled the show's run after 3 seasons? Despite strong viewership, the network reportedly stated that the problem was not with the ratings, but with it being unappealing to advertisers because of the older demographic that tended to watch it. Luckily for the show, they They had made believers out of Netflix, who carried the show an additional 3 seasons before finally ending its run in 2017 after a total of 6 seasons altogether. Many fans are still hoping for a 7th season, but so far there has been no confirmation, and most view the end of season 6 as the series finale. Our next little-known fact involves some real-life heroism and tragedy. In 2013, the show's filming was suspended due to wildfires in Valles Caldera National Reserve. When the very real area around the set of Longmire's fictional home was threatened, a courageous group of firefighters called the Granite Mountain Hotshots were part of the effort to save many of the homes and towns in the area surrounding the National Reserve. Tragically, later that year, 19 of the 20 hotshots died in their efforts fighting wildfires in Arizona. The closing credits of Longmire's 2nd season pay tribute to their heroic efforts, as well as all of those who put their lives on the line to battle the wildfires that threaten so many people across the country. Our 8th secret brings us back to Lou Diamond Phillips and his character, Henry Standing Bear. Lou Diamond Phillips is an American actor of Filipino, Hawaiian, Irish, and Cherokee descent. In Longmire, he plays a Cheyenne man who often acts as a liaison between the Sheriff's Department and the Cheyenne Reservation Police, and many events in the show center around the tension between the two law enforcement groups. In order to play Henry Standing Bear, Phillips knew that he had to learn more about the tribe's history and culture, and in 2014, he was given the name Wolf for these efforts, becoming an honorary member of the Northern Cheyenne tribe. Our next secret was revealed by actress Katie Sackhoff, who plays Deputy Victoria Vic Moretti on the show. She and her co-star Bailey Chase, who plays Deputy Branch Connolly, apparently had an altercation during season 1. In an interview with Michael Rosenbaum, Sackhoff admits that Chase had to call her out on some of her negative attitudes about the early filming and her character's development. While the confrontation in front of the rest of the cast and crew wasn't pretty, Sackhoff and Chase have since made amends, and Sackhoff admits that it was a wake-up call about how her larger-than-life personality can influence the set. Her biggest takeaway was that she wanted to be the type of person that people wanted to work with twice. Our 10th secret does not involve a regular cast member, but rather a famous actor who made recurring appearances on the show as Lucien Connolly, Walt Longmire's predecessor as sheriff of Absaroka County. Lucien Connolly was played by Peter Weller, who has a storied acting career as a policeman, most notably as RoboCop in the classic sci-fi films of the same name. But did you know that Weller directed most of the episodes of Longmire that he starred in? Weller is credited as an actor for a total of 7 episodes, out of which he directed 4. These include The Worst Kind of Hunter in season 1, Wanted Man in season 3, 4 Arrows in season 4, and Burned Up My Tears in season 6. He is truly a man of many talents. For our next secret, we had to dive into American history. Have you ever wondered why Walt Longmire prefers the beer Rainier in the show? Many know that Rainier is brewed in Washington and gets its name from Mount Rainier, the state's highest peak. But did you know that within Mount Rainier National Park, there is a historic district called Longmire? According to IMDb, this was named after father and son James and David Longmire, who led a wagon train of settlers to the Tacoma area in 1853. What do you think? Is this just a coincidence, or was it a carefully placed Easter egg? For our 12th and final secret, we move from history into alternate realities. What would the show have been like if Kyle Chandler had been cast to play Sheriff Walt Longmire? Well, we almost found out. The actor of Friday Night Lights fame was reportedly the first actor approached for the role, just a year after he had finished playing Coach Taylor on the NBC sports drama. No official comment was released on why he declined, but his later work suggests that he was interested in moving from television to movies. While it would have been a lot of fun to see the stellar performance he was likely to give, it's hard to see Walt Longmire as anything but Robert Taylor's gritty lawman with a penchant for staring into the middle distance. Well, that will wrap up our video. Thank you for watching as we revealed our favorite behind-the-scenes secrets of Longmire. If you liked this video, be sure to check out the rest and subscribe to be notified when we release new ones.